Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another Hammer Productions night. Tonight, I will be reviewing The Old Dark House, released in 1963. Directed by William Castle, from a script by Robert Dillon, starring Tom Poston, Robert Morley, Janette Scott, Joyce Grenfell, Mervyn Johns, Fenella Fielding, Peter Bull, and Denny Green. Now, this is a remake of the 1932 original film from Universal Pictures. Now, this one was done by Columbia Pictures, though. Now, for some reason, the UK version is in color. But for whatever reason, when they released it in the US, they made it black and white. So I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense. It was shot in color. Why would you not release it in color here in the US? But the version I watched of this film was the UK version in color. And it looks great. Well directed by William Castle here. I've always liked William Castle as a director. Odd to find out that he actually directed a Hammer film, but this is not your normal Hammer film. This film is very, very unusual. Even some of the comedies that I've already covered on here, you know, like Up Creek and Further Up the Creek, this is different than them even. Whereas this is, you know, it's not supposed to be taken seriously, and that's apparent from the way all of the characters, other than Tom Poston's character of Tom Penderell, being this normal guy kind of, but with his look, unfortunately, I could not take him seriously because all I kept being reminded of, the way he looks, was Rodney Dangerfield. He looks like Rodney Dangerfield a lot to me. So I couldn't really take him seriously, even when he was trying to be serious in this film. But everybody else, for the most part, with the exception of Janette Scott, were playing it over the top and just being goofy as their characters. And the standouts doing that kind of a performance for me were Robert Morley as Roderick Fem. He was just off the charts. He was creepy, but he was comical in the way he delivers his lines and everything in this. He just worked perfectly for what he was trying to accomplish in here. And the same thing goes for Mervyn Johns as Potiphar Fem. And he is building an ark because he thinks that the world is about to end again and there's going to be a great flood again. So some of these characters were pretty, I found them very funny and enjoyable to watch. Now, Janette Scott plays it straight through most of this. Now, I'm going to get into spoilers, so if you haven't seen this film, go watch it and then come back and finish my review, because I am about to spoil something for you. But as I said, Janette Scott plays it straight, pretty good and everything. And I liked her in Paranoiac from Hammer already, so I really liked her in that. But when I saw her performance in this, I was like, oh, she's doing the same thing, same kind of a performance here as she did in Paranoiac. That's pretty cool. And then at the end, it's revealed that she is the killer. And that would have surprised me, but unfortunately, I was looking for this film and looking through some, stills and everything, and they showed a shot of her holding this cleaver up to this other girl's throat, which the other girl ended up being Morgana Femme, as played by Fenella Fielding. And so I got that kind of spoiled for me. So I kind of knew that was coming. But man, if I would have been able to see this without getting to see that image spoiled for me, this would have been quite a shock, because Janette Scott plays her so innocent and sweet, which is the reason why she was probably cast in the role, to throw, everyone off and make them think that she's the innocent one. And whereas Fenella Fielding was portraying Morgana as more of the femme fatale kind of a character, and she's, you think she's the one that's the killer. But no, it turns out the roles were flipped. And I liked that. I thought that was pretty cool with it. But it's an acquired taste, I think this film is. If you don't really appreciate a horror movie with a lot of goofy humor in it and fun, quirky, goofy characters in it, you're probably not going to like this film. But I actually enjoyed it and thought it was a very well done film. I saw bits and pieces of the original 1932 film with Boris Karloff, but I don't really retain much memory of it to know enough to, and I didn't rewatch it to compare the two for this review. But maybe sometime later in a review, maybe I'll review the original, if you guys would like to see that. But this one was quite well done by William Castle. I really kind of enjoyed his direction on this, and like I said, I like some of those quirky performances in this. Now, another note that I want to make before I finish this one up is the opening title, animation, drawings, and everything were done by Charles Addams, who created the Addams Family. So that was kind of cool that that was a thing here for this. But I'm going to give this film a 8.9 out of 10. This is a really fun comedy film, not to be taken really seriously, even though there's a lot of people getting killed throughout it. It's played for laughs. It reminded me a lot of the later film of Clue in a lot of respects. But what do you guys think of The Old Dark House? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. As a Dark Knight Fan Plus member, you have access to an area right now where you can request a movie, TV series, or ranking video of your choosing. And when that video goes up, it will go up for all Plus members to view prior to it going up on the regular schedule for other subscribers. So if you want to get interactive and help me to get more reviews on the channel that you would like to see me do, become a Plus member. Well, that's it for another Hammer Productions Night. If you missed last week's Hammer Productions Night, check out the link up here to get caught up on that one. Or if you missed any of the other Hammer Productions Night, be sure and check out the playlist right here to get caught up on any of them that you have missed.